The Aigo darkFlash M-ATX case comes in two variants. DLM21, which we reviewed earlier in this channel, links in video description if you want to check that out, as well as the DLM22 right behind me. Both of them have the flush tempered glass into the frame as well as the back side panel into the frame. Both of them comes with the color option of black and white. The core differences between those two is the DLM21 has a front geometrical design look, great for low ambient setup, especially the shadow tones just fall on those geometrical design. It looks just amazing. You have to check my review out so you can see what I meant. But the DLM22 right here is more of a clean and neat look with just the top to the front, a single piece of bent aluminium. It's beautiful, no joints, everything sits flush from the front to the back if you view it. Now when you buy the DLM21 or the DLM22, it comes with 3 RGB fans. Not that bad, it adds some subtle glow and looks a little bit more premium setup, whatever you may build in the case itself. Now this minor difference between the 21 and the 22 is the 22 is shorter by 0.5 cm in height and shorter 1 cm in length. That's all. But both of them have the same structure internally and share the same benefit between both cases, which we'll talk in a later bit. Looking at the exterior design, it has a similar design language to an NZXT case with the flush tempered glass as well as the side airflow intakes. The core differences between those two cases is basically the larger tempered glass window right here from the top to the bottom. There's a swing door design that can open up to 290 degrees, can be removed easily and 3mm thick, hold down by 2 magnets. And the top right here can fit 2 fans or a 240 radiator easily. Now the NZXT only can fit 1 exhaust fan on the top. They don't have dust filter similar to this. There's the small price to pay for a premium industrial look that is one piece look. Now I wouldn't worry about dust entering to the system because it does not give me a lot of dust. I've been running this like 24/7, even I leave it close off and open all my windows. I don't see much dust fall in, so don't worry about that. Now looking at this case right here, the power supply shroud is fully hidden. I only wish that Aigo make all the black accents from the tempered glass as well as the stand that increase the height of the case to be white color to match the overall full white PC case experience. A lot of people are looking for that kind of look to complete their minimalist setup as well as their beautiful IKEA top like mine. That's something I hope Aigo fine-tune in the future. The top I/O has the power button, the restart button, one USB 3.0, two USB 2.0, headphone and microphone jack. I wish it came with two USB 3.0, that would be a nicer feature. Now looking at the back of the case right here, the side panel can be removed by just pulling towards you. From there you see the large CPU cutout that you can change the cooler mount in the future. The cable management right here I would say is decent, it's not the best, but it can be managed still if you are using those thicker non-modular power supply cables like the FSP Hyper-K 600 watts behind me. Because on the left side right here, there's a depth of 1.8 cm. So it's still decent for cable management. So I have to do the 2L down, then straight into the power supply, hiding some of the bundles right here. Now the cables does not block the air vents on the panel as well as the inside of the case that introduce clean airflow into your system, especially if you are going with a full radiator setup like this. Now this case right here features a removable hard drive caddy that you can put 2 HDDs or 2 SSDs or a combination of both. And if you place those 2 mechanical hard drive on top and the bottom into the case, there's still room for cable management, especially if you're using thick cables like this. So don't worry about that. Now looking at the bottom of the case, the plastic stand with foam padding increased the height by 2.2 cm. It can be removed easily with hidden screw just behind the foam padding and can be used to blend with your furniture or living room space. Now the dust filter is hold on by latch. I wish it was magnetic in design. Now looking at the insides of the case right here, it can fit the M-ATX board neatly and beautifully snugly into the case. It supports 4 PCIe slots. It can support GPU length up to 330mm or 350mm in length if you remove the fan on the sides right here. Now there's ample room for cutouts around the case from the middle of the frame as well as the bottom of the motherboard. In fact, one cutout right here has the headers for the LED indicators, the power switch, restart switch of the case, the cable power as well as for aesthetic looks, I will explain shortly. The ARGB cable, the power cable and the SATA cable all going through that small little gap right here. Great amazing cable management for this interior. Now, when it comes to the SSD support right here, you can mount 2 SSDs in the middle of the frame right here. I have a Samsung Evo 120 gigs as well as a Samsung QVO 1TB if you are going like me, 4K editing. Now, you must be wondering, why is there an SSD mounted on the flat bottom right here of the case? Now, in the previous video, the DLM21, people asked me if you can actually use double-sided tape on the flat surface to stick extra SSD. Yes, you can, because this case right here, from the insides and the outsides, is matte finish. So the sticky tape or the double-sided tape can adhere to the surface easily, unlike certain plastic surface in the past. So that means you can put a lot of your ARGB SSDs to add more flair into the case if you want to go that extreme. Now, this case is AIO friendly. What I meant by that is above the motherboard, there's a clearance of 5.5 cm. Usually in the market for this kind of price range of form factor case, there's only a clearance of 2.5 cm to 3 cm, meaning the fans of the radiator may invade into the heatsink of the motherboard or into the RAM area. So you may need to use certain motherboard combination with your processor to match with your AIO or skip AIO experience totally. You don't need to do that with this case right here. AIO is wise and helps the user to upgrade into AIO easily for better experience. In fact, they are selling AIO. You can check one of our review links in the video description. So, what I like about this case right here is you can also use the left loop configuration. I like that kind of combination where you have the water loop on the left side going down straight into the pump, so there is no awkward bend that may interrupt the flow of the coolant. Now, when it comes to fan support or radiator support, looking at the back right here, you can support one 120mm fan or a 120 AIO. On the top right here, you can support two 120 or 140 fan or a 240 radiator setup like here. On the front right here, you can support two 120 fans. So right here, I have a positive 3:2 airflow where there's 3 intakes to cool the interior, especially the GPU right here, and push whatever necessary hot air out from the system. So this is great for that kind of experience. If you're wondering how good is the airflow in the case right here, we actually run AIDA64 stress test with the GPU and CPU turned on to full load. It gives a CPU reading of 64 degrees. Now with the GPU turned off and the CPU at full load, it gives us a temperature reading of 57 degrees. This is with an ambient temperature of 25 degrees air-conditioned room. So the airflow is amazing right here. Here are the 3 reasons why you may be interested in the case right here. First is the aesthetic, clean, minimal industrial look. From the top to front, single band frame, just beautiful. Second is the modular approach where you can remove the hard drive caddy to allow for room for extra cable management, or this swing door design right here that can be removed easily or can be opened easily, so you can actually do a lot of maintenance right here. Lastly, the third is the tempered glass itself. Swing arm door design is kid and adult friendly, trust me. There are a lot of times where there's those tempered glass hold down by 2 thumb screws or 4 thumb screws. Itchy hands like kids can just open it, and even for adults, when the tempered glass just open and you're not careful to hold it, it may drop, it shatter, and it causes a lot of chaos and anger and frustration at home, and you may have to spend more money to buy the tempered glass. If the distributor don't sell you or the dealer don't sell you the tempered glass, you have to buy a new case. But jokes aside, this swing arm diffusor is child and adult proof. What I meant by that is hold down by magnetic in design, so you can open easily to allow fresh air in the hot afternoon in the fan environment instead of air conditioned environment, to allow fresh air to cool down your system. Or this ribbon right here can be sit into the case, flush into the case, hidden, and there's no way to open the case at all. So those kids cannot even try to open the tempered glass unless you use a plastic ruler and pry open. We need more of this design, guys. Trust me, I'm Butterfinger, I know best. So if you're interested in the price of this case, links in the video description where you can purchase them and the updated pricing. Remember to comment below how amazing this tempered glass is. Mind blow. Let me know in the comments what to review next from AIO or other products. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, and help share this video on social media. That will give us the necessary boost to get more videos and wow factor in this channel. And I can get more stuff for review, and it's so fun to review stuff. It's like a kid getting ice cream, you know, and Ben and Jerry. Have you tried Ben and Jerry? It's like better than Aigo does. It's like once you try Ben and Jerry, you want to try the next flavor and try the next flavor. I have to stop right here because I'm having a sugar rush suddenly. I don't know why. Till then, I'll see you guys in the next case review, which I'm not sure what yet. Let's go.